5 फरवरी 2021 को एक कैबिनेट मीटिंग होती है। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी, ये कैबिनेट मीटिंग आप ही के अगुवाई में हुई। यू वर हेडिंग द कैबिनेट मीटिंग ऑन 5 फरवरी 2021। इस कैबिनेट मीटिंग में यह निर्णय लिया गया कि एक जीओएम ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स बनाया जाएगा और जो एक्सपर्ट कमेटी की रिपोर्ट है उसका अध्ययन करेगा और सुझाव देगा। तो यह कहना गलत नहीं होगा कि ये जो आबकारी नीति घोटाला, शराब नीति घोटाला हुआ है, इसके किंग पिन और इसके रचयिता अगर कोई हैं तो वो अरविंद केजरीवाल हैं। दूसरी बात, ये तथ्य आपके समक्ष आना चाहिए, जिस कैबिनेट ने इस ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स की कमेटी का गठन किया वो अरविंद केजरीवाल की ही सोच थी। और उसके बाद इस जीओएम में 3 मंत्री नामित किए गए। वो 3 मंत्री कौन थे? पहले आबकारी शराब मंत्री, पूर्व उप मुख्यमंत्री कट्टर बेईमान मनीष सिसोदिया, ठीक है। दूसरे, स्पा मसाज सेंटर जेल में खोलने वाले, पॉक्सो एक्यूज से मसाज लेने वाले, जिनको कट्टर ईमानदार बताते थे अरविंद केजरीवाल, सत्येंद्र जैन, उन्होंने भी इस्तीफा दे दिया। तीसरे, कैलाश गहलोत। तो आज यह प्रश्न पूछा जाएगा और बड़ी मजबूती और प्रखरता से पूछा जाएगा कि प्यादों से तो इस्तीफा ले लिया, लेकिन जिसने ये घोटाला करवाया, जिसके निर्देश पर यह घोटाला हुआ, जिसने पूरे घोटाले की रचना करी, अरविंद केजरीवाल, आप इस्तीफा कब देंगे? और ये बड़ी जिम्मेदारी से मैं कहूंगा, क्या यह बात सही नहीं है कि आप एक संवैधानिक पद पर बैठे हैं, यू हेड द कैबिनेट एंड द काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स, you are in a position to influence the ongoing investigation in which your involvement is writ large, and especially considered in the background that certain important files pertaining to the excise scam have gone missing, 1, and 2, we all are aware how digital evidence, which was there in the form of mobile phones, was destroyed by the former ministers, and this was done under the instructions of Arvind Kejriwal. We make that charge very responsibly. इसके साथ ही अगला तथ्य यह है कि अगर 2 मंत्री इस्तीफा देते हैं तो कैलाश गहलोत, जो ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स में पूरी तरह से भागीदारी लेते हैं, वो इस्तीफा क्यों नहीं देते? इस ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स ने अपनी रिपोर्ट 22 मार्च 2021 को तैयार कर ली, और यह फिर से बड़ा अहम है कि सुई घूम के बार बार कट्टर बेईमान अरविंद केजरीवाल पे आके रुकती है। क्या आप इस तथ्य को नकार सकते हैं कि आपकी जो बैठक हुई कैबिनेट की, उसमें ये जो जीओएम ने रिपोर्ट तैयार करी थी, उसका आपने संज्ञान लिया, अध्ययन किया और उसके बाद निर्देशित किया कि इस रिपोर्ट को आप तुरंत लागू करें। अरविंद केजरीवाल जी, आपको यह बताना होगा देश को कि क्या आपने 22 मार्च 2021 की कैबिनेट मीटिंग में यह निर्देश दिया, यह फैसला किया कि नहीं किया कि जीओएम की जो रिपोर्ट है उसको तुरंत लागू किया जाए, जिससे जो बिचौलिए हैं, जो आम आदमी पार्टी के मित्र हैं, उनको शराब के ठेके दिए जाए। इसके साथ ही दो तथ्य और बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है और इसीलिए अरविंद केजरीवाल को तुरंत इस्तीफा देना चाहिए, जिससे एक पूरी तरह से पारदर्शी विवेचना हो सके और उस विवेचना में कोई व्यवधान, कोई अड़चन अरविंद केजरीवाल अपने संवैधानिक पद का दुरुपयोग करके नहीं कर सके। हम सब जानते हैं किस तरह से मोबाइल फोन्स, जिसमें बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण साक्ष्य प्रमाण डेटा था, पूर्व शराब मंत्री ने उनको नष्ट किया। लेकिन जो अब मैं आपको बताने जा रहा हूं, ये पब्लिक डोमेन में है और जो मुख्यमंत्री के पीए हैं, मुख्यमंत्री के पीए 4 मोबाइल फोन्स नष्ट करते हैं। 4 मोबाइल फोन्स अरविंद केजरीवाल के पीए इसी समय अवधि में नष्ट करते हैं। क्या तार जाके अरविंद केजरीवाल से नहीं जुड़ता है? और आप वो अरविंद केजरीवाल हैं जो कहते हैं कि अगर किसी पे आरोप भी लग जाए तो उसको तुरंत इस्तीफा दे देना चाहिए। इसके बाद सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात मैं और आपके समक्ष रख दूं, जांच एजेंसियों ने कोर्ट को यह भी बताया है कि एक्यूज्ड विजय नायर, जो कि आम आदमी पार्टी पापी आप का एक नेता है, उसने फेस टाइम कॉल करा के अरविंद केजरीवाल की बात एक और एक्यूज्ड समीर महेंद्रू से कराई और अरविंद केजरीवाल बोले, मेरा बेटा है, चिंता ना करना समीर महेंद्रू, जो कहे घोटाला वसूली, रिश्वतखोरी, भ्रष्टाचार, काली कमाई, समझ लेना मैं ही कह रहा हूं। यही जांच एजेंसी ने कहा है। तो अरविंद केजरीवाल जी, अगर आप संवैधानिक पद पर बने रहेंगे तो एक निष्पक्ष जांच कतई संभव नहीं होगी, क्योंकि जो आपके पूर्व के मंत्री जो रहे हैं उनका आचरण रहा है, वो प्रमाण को नष्ट कर रहे हैं। और यह भी कहना गलत नहीं होगा कि ये सब कट्टर बेईमान अरविंद केजरीवाल के कहने पर ही हो रहा है। ये मांग इस मंच से जनता की आवाज बनकर हम उठाते हैं, अरविंद केजरीवाल को बिना 1 सेकंड का समय लगाए तुरंत इस्तीफा देना चाहिए।
Slipping into a very short commercial break. Lots more coming up on the other side. Stay with us.
You are watching India Today.
India Today Conclave 2023, March 17th and 18th, New Delhi. Listen to Janvi Kapoor, Malaika Arora, Anita Sengupta, Abha Adams, Hajar Chena Ramani, Dr. Ruha Shadab. The India Moment.
India gets its first ever transgender ward. The GT Hospital in Mumbai has opened a facility exclusively for the community. The ward has 30 beds with separate examination and dressing rooms and has gender-neutral toilets.
What happens is, of course, if it's a patient is critical, for example, if he needs an ICU, if he requires a surgery, then in these places there is no gender division. So these patients will have to go there. But for other things like nebulization, CPAP, so all that will happen under one roof.
GT Hospital has trained more than 150 staff members to sensitize them on providing medical treatment to transgender patients.
We've taken the help of transgender community in developing the ward. What are your needs? In that context, we actually had sensitization of around 150 of our own employees to know how to, be sensitive to their needs, to their issues.
The hospital authorities say their initiative is a step in the direction of making India more gender inclusive. With Dev Kotak in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Between 2016 to 2019, Akshay has had several hits at the box office. Tables, however, turned thereafter. He had 5 theatrical releases, out of which 4 turned out to be major box office disasters. And of the 4, 3 were back-to-back in a row in a span of 6 months. His film Raksha Bandhan, released during a long festive weekend on August 11th and amidst the boycott calls on social media, made on a budget of approximately 70 crores, this Anand L. Rai directorial could reportedly only manage to make over 40 crore rupees in 10 days. Akshay Kumar's Samrat Prithviraj, which was reportedly made on a budget of rupees 175 crore, finally rolled out in cinemas on June 3rd after several delays, but its lifetime collection in India stands at rupees 68.5 crore rupees. This period drama was his second consecutive flop after Bachchan Pandey, a multi-star action comedy which had its theatrical run for 21 days and turned out to be a commercial misfire at the ticket counters. With these back-to-back flops, Akshay has not just been having a hard time delivering a hit, but has equally been also struggling to get Bollywood back on its feet. Since the pandemic hit the world, Akshay Kumar has had only one film, that is Suryavanshi, which one can easily say was successful. This Rohit Shetty directorial, which also starred Ajay Devgan and Ranveer Singh in special appearances, collected Rs 190 crore in just 6 weeks of its theatrical run. According to reports, Suryavanshi was made on a budget of Rs 160 crores and it even got Akshay Kumar and Katrina Kaif back on the big screen after a long gap of 10 years. Meanwhile, Akshay also had 2 releases on OTT platform Lakshmi and Atrangire, both of which couldn't manage to leave a mark. The actor also had another web release titled Katputli post Raksha Bandhan, which also received mixed responses. Directed by Ranjit M. Tiwari, the mystery thriller featured Akshay in a cop avatar alongside Rakul Preet Singh, Sargun Mehta and Chandrachur Singh. As far as his other projects are concerned, he will be seen in Bade Miyan Chote Miyan alongside Tiger Shroff, a biopic on Chief Mining Engineer Jaswant Singh Gill. According to reports, his other projects include Sura Roy Potru Remake, Oh My God 2, Jolly LLB 3, C. Sankaran Biopic, Khel Khel Mein and Hera Pheri 3, among others. So yes, while Akshay may not have hit the jackpot yet, he has enough films in his hands, or rather chances, to break his streak of back-to-back flops. Entertainment Bureau, India Today.
You are watching India Today.
Breaking news just coming in. Karnataka Minister Ashwath Narayan has condemned the nomination of Shafi Bellare. He says they should give up the jihad path and look for the welfare of the country. Look at Pakistan. What have they become now? It clearly indicates SDPI as a party supports criminals, and this is not good in a democratic society. Remember, this is all coming after Praveen Nataru, murder-accused Shafi Bellare, is all set to contest the Karnataka polls on an SDPI ticket. Shafi is going to be SDPI candidate from Puttur. BJP activist Praveen Nataru was hacked to death allegedly by cadres of now banned PFI on 26 July 2022. During the NI probe, it was revealed that a conspiracy had been hatched by leaders and members of the PFI to murder Nataru, to take revenge and to strike terror amongst people of society.
It clearly indicates that SDPI has been promoting criminality in politics. This kind of encouraging the people who have taken law into the hand is really condemnable. And this is not the way forward in a very democratic society. For the party to have this kind of murderers who've been already identified as a murderer, is not been given a judgment. But so far, all the evidence has been indicating towards him. Getting that kind of person as a candidate, it shows the audacity, the kind of bankruptcy in that political party, SDPI, trying to promote criminality, trying to encourage this kind of murderers is not a good thing, not good for them or good for the society, good for the country. I totally condemn and I call upon them immediately to withdraw this. This is not a good sign.
Crucial G20 foreign ministers meeting is happening in New Delhi. The meeting comes against the backdrop of divisions within the group of the world's largest economies over the Ukraine crisis. Separate statements issued by Britain, EU and Russia have highlighted the challenges confronting India at the moment. UK has said it will call out Russian aggression in Ukraine at the meeting. Russia has made it clear that it will raise violent interference in the affairs of sovereign state. Building a consensus on the Russia-Ukraine war is going to be a big challenge for India. All eyes are also going to be on India-China bilateral that is set to take place at the sidelines of G20 summit. Chinese foreign minister is also going to be attending the G20 foreign ministers meeting in New Delhi. The bilateral with Jaishankar is likely to take place between 11:30 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. tomorrow. This is the first visit by Chinese foreign minister to India since 2019.
चाइना की वार्ता को लेके जैसे कि मैंने कहा कि ये अपेक्षित है कि विदेश मंत्री जी अपने जितने जो द्विपक्षीय अन्य मंत्रीगण हैं उनसे भेंट वार्ता करने की उनकी अपेक्षा है। उस भेंट वार्ता में मुद्दे क्या होंगे, किन विषयों पे चर्चा होगी, वो उस मीटिंग के बाद ही उपरांत ही आपके समक्ष लाया जाए तो ज़्यादा उचित रहेगा।
Okay, the India's G20 power play, our top focus at the moment. Crucial G20 foreign ministers meeting currently happening in New Delhi. Meeting coming against backdrop of divisions within the grouping of some of the world's largest economies over the crisis that took place in Ukraine and is still going on. In fact, separate statements have been issued by Russia, European Union, Britain. They've all highlighted the challenges confronting India. And while we're talking about challenges confronting India, what are the big 7 challenges? Allow me to walk you through it. Number 1, tightrope walk between West and Russia. Number 2, stopping Russia-China from escalating the face-off. That is the other big challenge India faces. Challenge number 3 is to build a consensus on joint statement. Challenge number 4, stopping Russia-Ukraine issue to polarize. Let's go to challenge number 5 in moments from now, but that's challenge number 4, stopping Russia-Ukraine issue to polarize. Bridging the North-South divide. That is the 5th biggest challenge that India faces, and avoiding the rerun of Indonesian-type deadlock. That's the 6th challenge that India faces at the moment. 7 challenges offer the Made in India solution to the world problems. In India's moment to shine at the G20 chair this year, we've been hosting a number of events from emanations across the country. Here's a detailed look into what the G20 power play is all about and why this is such a big deal.
The G20, or Group of 20, is a crucial bloc of nations formed in 1999 in response to several economic crises, particularly the South Asian economic crisis. Essentially, it was the G7 which was expanded to G20. The richest countries roped in the emerging economies as well to share the burden of the crisis. 19 countries and the European Union make up the G20. Besides India, Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia, South Korea, South Africa, Turkey, America, and the United Kingdom are a part of the G20. Now, this intergovernmental forum is a very crucial one. Between these countries I listed, 80% of the gross world product, 75% of international trade, and 2/3 of the global population is covered. This is a trade bloc, which means that the focus is largely on international economic and financial issues. Here are the stated objectives of the G20. First, policy coordination between its members in order to achieve global economic stability and sustainable growth. Second, to promote financial regulations that reduce risks and prevent future financial crises. And third, to create a new international financial architecture. The G20 operates without a permanent secretariat or staff. The chair rotates annually among the members and is selected from a different regional grouping of countries. The chair is part of a revolving 3-member management group of past, present, and future chairs referred to as the Troika. So currently, the G20 chair or the presidency is with us, with India, handed to us during the Bali summit in November 2022. It was made official on December 1st, 2022. So India has now launched a website, taken over all digital platforms for the next 1 year of the G20, and is holding a slew of events to engage and ensure that this is a people's G20 as stated. India is hosting over 200 meetings in over 50 cities across 32 different work streams and will have the opportunity to offer G20 delegates and guests a glimpse of India's rich cultural heritage and provide them with a unique Indian experience. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also unveiled the logo, theme and website of the 2023 G20 Summit on November 8th.
इस लोगो और थीम के जरिए हमने ये संदेश दिया है, हिंसा के प्रतिरोध में महात्मा गांधी के जो समाधान है, G20 के जरिए भारत उनकी वैश्विक प्रतिष्ठा को नई ऊर्जा दे रहा है.
Now, India's G20 presidency theme of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is One Earth, One Family, One Future. The G20 summit with all world leaders will reportedly be held in September 2023. Now, when a country assumes the presidency, they also get to choose the focus area of that year. And India has indicated that the focus will be digitization to transform lives.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has spoken to the Foreign Secretary of UK over BBC tax survey. Sources tell India Today that UK Foreign Secretary James Cleverly brought up the BBC tax issue with S. Jaishankar. During the bilateral meeting, he was told by External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar about how they need to comply with the law of the land in India. Cleverly is in India, remember, to attend a crucial meeting of G20 foreign ministers on 1st and 2nd of March. Jaishankar told James Cleverly that all entities operating in India must comply fully with relevant laws and regulations. This after last month, Indian tax authorities carried out surveys at BBC offices in New Delhi and Mumbai against the backdrop of a controversy over a BBC documentary on Prime Minister Modi.
The BBC is an independent organisation. It's separate from government. And I have found that I still enjoy a very, very strong professional relationship with Dr. Jaishankar. I'm enjoying a fantastic hospitality here in Delhi. So I think the relationship between the UK and India is as strong as ever. It's growing stronger by the day. And I'm very much looking, whilst I'm here in Delhi, to build on what is already a good bilateral relationship.
Geeta Mohan is now joining